big race tomorrow at Daytona, but the 500 is not what has been making the headlines this time around at Daytona. The controversy surrounding Tim Richmond has put the race into the fine print. Richmond and his attorney called a news conference this morning. Harmon Wages is standing by live now at Daytona for a report on the Richmond controversy and, of course, the big race. Harmon?
All right, thank you very much, Carrie. As you said, the big one is tomorrow, the Daytona 500. The months of practice, well, it's over now. The Twin 125s won by Waltrip and Allison. They are history. The Grand National 300 won by Allison again. That's history. What did the drivers learn? We'll address that issue in just a moment. But as you mentioned, and we talked last night, the story down here today was Tim Richmond, the driver. He was suspended, then reinstated. Well, today at the beach where the first Daytona 500 was held, we returned. That's ironic because Tim Richmond called a news conference there at the Daytona Hilton. The purpose was to clear his name.
I came here to race. I came here to attempt to race, to get a license, and to try to clear up a lot of this that is rumors that has taken place in the last year. And the hole seemed to get a lot bigger again. My number one goal is to clear my family name, and I basically, very simple, I did not, and still do not trust NASCAR. The power within is too large for little Timmy Richmond.
Despite that, Richmond made one last attempt to find a ride for Sunday, but was unable to work out the details. However, Richmond does have plans to get behind the wheel again sometime this year.
Yeah, I'm going to make attempts to race this season. I don't know if it'll be NASCAR, NHRA, USAC, kart. I really don't know. I've got a lot of people now they're still in my corner. They'd like to see me perform as a race car driver in some form or another. I would like to do that, but I just hope I haven't been burnt too hard here.
The controversy surrounding the carburetor restrictor plate has been almost as intense. Crews are now trying everything possible to improve their car's aerodynamics. Now that makes them slice through the air easier, but it also makes them more apt to lose control. In part, the wind being blamed by many for several of the spins and crashes in Saturday's Grand National 300. In one of those multi-car wrecks, two spectators were slightly injured when a hood found its way into the lower stands. So with this fine line, there will be a premium on drafting, a factor which may favor the experienced veteran. One in particular is Bobby Allison, who wrapped up wins in one of the Twin 125s and the Grand National 300. Three questions. The 125, now the 300. The new rules, the lower the spoilers are being lowered, the veterans kind of race, right?
Well, I'm not really sure about that. Today, I think the biggest thing is you had to be patient, and that paid off for us today.
Well, you're going to have to drive a little bit more defensively than maybe I thought we was going to have to, and, you know, we got into trouble in a 125-mile race. Made a pass at the wrong time, and the car got away from us, and you know, we're going to have to watch that particular deal.
In summary, no one really knows what to expect for the Valentine 500. In Daytona, Harmon Wages for ESPN. Okay, in summary, what we're going to say is this. The restrictor plate has slowed the cars down. They lost about 200 horsepower, 15 miles per hour. So the drivers are trying to cheat a little bit by lowering the spoiler to go faster. We saw them slide in the tape we just showed you. The race itself tends to favor the experienced veteran driver, like we've seen Bobby Allison in a 125, and he won the 300 today. So as I said before, it should be an interesting race, and it will be windy, so it should be a lot of spin-outs like we had today.